Hey everyone, welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw Tapion from Dragon Ball Z. Let's get started in the center of our page with the eye. So I'm going to move over to the left side and draw a curve from the outside of the eyelid coming down and then in. I'm going to leave a small gap in the center and do the same thing on the right. So let's line up the inside of the eyelid, curve up, and then out. From the inside of the eyelid, I'm going to curve up and then in with a short line. Now let's connect the eyelids. From the left side, I'm going to curve down and then up in the middle. We'll curve down and up in towards the right eyelid. Now right in the center here, I'm just going to draw a short line going up. Now let's move to the outside and draw on the eyebrow. From the left side, I'm going to angle up and in with a short line. We'll do the same thing on the right. Now I'm going to pull this in and just taper towards the frown line. Curving in and then down. Now we're going to tuck the eyes in underneath the eyebrow. From this corner on the inside, we're just going to draw a short angle line going out. Now let's move to the outside. From the outside corner of the eyebrow, we're going to step in, angle down and in with a longer line on both sides. Let's connect these 2 points with a curve going up and then down. We're going to push the pupils underneath the eyebrow. So on the left side, we're going to draw a small half circle, coming down and then back up. Now we're going to add a small highlight on the left side. So stepping down from the eyebrow, we're just going to curve across and then up. Let's add a little shading underneath the eyes. So just below the lower eyelid, we're going to step down and just curve across and then in. Now let's move down in the center and draw on the nose. So we start with a short, straight line coming down the middle. Now we're going to connect this with a V, coming down in the center and back up on the right. On the left side, I'm just going to draw a straight angled line going up towards the top of the center line. Let's continue moving down with the mouth. So I'm going to draw a curve from left to right, coming down and back up. We're going to curl down the corners of the mouth, just rounding this out and pulling it down. And then directly below the mouth, I'm going to draw a short curve from left to right for the lower lip. Now we're going to move back up above the eyes and just pull the brow forward. So in line with the inner part of the frown line, I'm going to step up, curve up, and then out. We'll do the same thing with the right, stepping up, curving out towards the right. Now that we've drawn the face, let's draw in the large bang that comes down the left side of the head. So in the center, we're going to step up, start with a point. From this point, I'm going to curve up and out towards the left. Now from this point, we're going to do a hard turn coming down, just touching the corner of the left eyebrow and all the way down towards the bottom. Touching the corner of the eyebrow, and then we'll pull that all the way down. Let's go back to the center. We're going to curve up and out towards the left. Now I'm going to taper this coming down. Out, and we're just going to pull that down to right about here. Now I'm going to connect these 2 points with a slight curve. Now let's go back to the center. We're going to draw the bottom part of the hairline, curving up and underneath the hairbang. We're going to add 2 lines in the inside. Stepping over, we'll curve down towards the bottom. We'll step over again and draw one more curve. Let's layer another hair spike in behind. Starting from the center, we're going to curve out towards the right and then go up. Now we're going to curve over this point, going over toward the left. Now we're going to pull this down along the side of the head, going out and then down. Now from here, I just want to taper this in behind the front spike. Now let's draw the large spike in the center. From this point, we're going to step down, curve up and over towards the top of the head. From here, I'm going to curve up and over towards the left, towards the first bend. Now we're going to do a hard turn going over towards the left, just curving across and out. Now let's pull that back in behind the second spike, curving in and then down. We're going to layer one more spike along the top. From this point, we're going to curve over, now pulling it over towards the left. Now I'm going to taper this back down in behind the third spike. Let's add a little bit of texture to the hair. So we're going to start right here, we're going to curve up and then out. On the back one, we're going to start right here, curve up, aiming towards that point. Along this one, let's start along the top here, curving across and then down. We'll do the same thing on the front, curving across and then just pulling that down. So now that we've got the hair spikes, let's move back down and draw on the bottom part of the head. So in line with the lower eyelid, we're going to step out underneath the hairbang, draw an angled line coming down and in to the same height as the mouth. We're going to move over towards the right side, angle down and into the same height. From here, we're going to angle in towards the chin, just round up the chin. Starting on left, come in towards the center, round this out. Now aim up towards the right side with a straight line. From the base of the hairline, I'm going to round up the side of the head and just come down towards this line, but about halfway we're going to add that band. Starting up here, we're going to curve around the head. We're just going to stop right about here. Let's overlap the band. From this point, we're going to curve down and over towards the left. I'm going to round this out. Now I'm just going to curve, aiming towards the eyebrow. Going down to there. Now from here, I'm just going to round out the corner. Now I'm just going to pull this up and out, and then pull it back into the starting point. So we're going to go out and up. I'm just going to pull that back in. Now let's continue that curve in behind the band, coming down. Now right here, I'm just going to stop to add in the ear. From this point, I'm just going to draw a straight line going up and out towards the tip of the ear. Now I'm going to pull this down towards the side of the head. Let's go back to the tip of the ear. I'm going to curve in and pull that down. I'm going to curve in the opposite direction in behind the jaw. Coming down and then in. Right in this intersection here, I'm just going to draw a curve, a little hook for the inside of the ear. Now we're going to take that ear and just flip it over on the left side, but we're going to tuck it in behind the hair. So let's line up the base of the ear somewhere around here. We're going to draw an angled line going up and out. Now I'm going to taper this back in behind the hair. Let's draw on the outer edge of the ear. From this point, we're going to curve in and then down. Now this is going to continue down in behind the side of the head, coming down and then in. Let's layer a couple more spikes in behind the head. So from this point, we're going to step up, curve out towards the right and up towards the tip of the spike. Now I'm going to pull this down. We're going to taper it, coming down and then in behind the head. We're going to draw one more small one down here, but curved out in the opposite direction, curving out towards the right. And we'll pull this in towards the top of that band. Let's add a little bit of texture to these spikes. So from the base here, we're going to curve up, again aiming towards that point. Now that we've drawn the head, let's work our way down the body. I'm going to start with the large scarf first. So we're going to leave a gap in the center of the chin. On the left side, I'm going to curve down and pull that in. Do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to draw on the outside of the scarf, stepping out, curve down towards the bottom. It's almost like drawing a large half circle. And we'll pull it up on the right side. Along the bottom here, we're going to add one more wrinkle. From left to right, curve down and then up. Underneath the scarf, we're going to draw on the side of the body. So on the left side, we're going to curve out and then pull that down. On the right, we'll do the same thing, curving out and then down. Let's connect these 2 points with a curve, coming down in the bottom and then back up. We're going to step up and draw that same curve from left to right. Let's add the buckle in the center. So on the left side, we're going to draw a straight line, move to the right, and draw the same thing. Now I just want to add a square on the right side here, going out, down, and then out. On the sides of the buckle, we're going to add 2 small circles. Now the scarf comes down the center in behind the belt. So let's start on the left side, draw a straight line coming down, do one on the right side. Let's add a little bit of wrinkling. Along the bottom here, come down, step over, and draw a slightly longer line. Now from the top of the belt, we're going to go up. Let's continue the scarf coming down below the belt. So in line with the left line here, come down, go to the right, underneath the belt, we'll come down. Now we're going to connect these 2 points with a curve, coming down the bottom, and then back up. We're going to continue that wrinkle just below the belt, coming down. Now let's draw on the inside of the leg. We're going to leave a small gap in the center. Underneath the scarf, we're going to step over towards the left, draw a straight line coming down towards the heel. We'll move over towards the right and draw that same length line. We're we're going to round out the bottom of the feet. So from the heel, we'll curve down, and back up on the left, and then up on the right. From the left side, we're going to round out the top of the foot, going up. Now we're going to aim towards the heel, and we're going to stop right about there. We're going to curve in the opposite direction, so blending to a curve going up towards the inside of the leg. Do the same thing on the right, going up, and hooking that down. Now we'll blend into a curve going in the opposite direction towards the inside of the leg. Let's add the sole at the bottom of the feet. So we're going to take this curve, step up, just going to duplicate that across. Now we're going to add a small detail to the inside of the shoe. So at the bottom of this curve, we're going to come down and then pull that up. Do the same thing on the right, coming down. It's almost like a small half circle. We're going to go across with a short line. Now we're going to come straight down towards the bottom of the sole. At the top of the foot, I'm going to draw a short line going up towards the cuff of the boot, and we're going to curve this down and then in towards the inside of the leg. Let's do the same thing on the right, going up, curve down, and then up. Now before we draw the rest of the leg, we're going to draw the side of the cloak. So starting on the left side of the scarf, we're going to curve down and then out. Now I'm going to pull this downwards, so blending into a curve coming down. We're going to do the same thing on the right, curving down and out towards the right, and then blend into a curve coming down. Now let's connect this point to the hip with a curve, going out and then in. From the corner of the boot, I'm going to step in and just aim towards the hip with a slight curve going up. Do the same thing on the right side. Now from the edge of the boot, we're going to step up and just draw another curve, coming down and then up. Now let's connect the back of the cloak. From this corner, I'm going to curve up, in behind the boot. Do the same thing on the right side. Now in between, you can see a small curve going across. Now we're going to move back up and draw on the arms. Let's start with the shoulders first. So from the scarf, we're going to step down, curve up, and then out toward the left, and then up and out towards the right. We're going to round this out and in behind the scarf, curving up and then in. Now we're going to push the arms in underneath the shoulders. So from the inside corner of the shoulder, we're going to curve out and then down towards the wrist. Do the same thing on the right side. Now back on the left side, we're going to round out the thumb with a small half circle. At the end of the thumb, we'll draw a bracket. And at the bottom of the thumb, we're going to go around the bracket and go up. We're going to step down, curve around the second finger, and go up. Now the third finger is going to go out, and we're going to pull this up underneath the shoulder, leaving a little overlap on the outside. Let's move over to the right side and do the same thing. Start with that small half circle for the thumb, and then we'll draw a bracket. At the bottom of the thumb, we'll swirl around the bracket, and go up, step down, draw on the second finger, and then again the third finger is going to go around and tucked up underneath the shoulder. Now we're going to separate out the glove and the wristband. From the wrist, we're going to step up, curving up, and then out towards the left, and then the right. Now we're going to step up and just draw that same curve. Now we'll probably see the back of the scarf coming in behind this arm. So let's start on the left side here. Start by curving down and out, and then we'll pull that down. We're going to angle a line coming in. Now I'm going to taper this in behind the arm, going up and then in. We'll add one little wrinkle along the center, curving out and then down. The last thing I'm going to do is add a simple sword along the left side here. So we're going to start at the tip of the sword with a circle. Now we're going to draw the sword coming down at an angle behind the shoulder. So at the base of the circle, we're going to draw two lines, coming all the way down, just in behind the hairbang. We'll draw the same length line on the inside. At the base here, I'm going to draw a straight line going across at an angle for the hilt. This will go in behind the head. From the end, I'm just going to square this off and then pull that line coming up in behind the head. And I'm going to draw two more lines coming up. I'm going to go a little bit wider than the handle. So I'm going to step out, in behind the arm, and then the shoulder. Now you'll probably see a little bit of the sword coming in between the arm and the body here. So we can continue that line coming down Let's add some lines to the handle. Starting on the left side, we're just going to curve across all the way down towards the bottom of the hilt. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Tapion from Dragon Ball Z. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.